Hello and welcome to this edition of Action Video Game Talk, which unfortunately is a kind of a substitute or a two-parter from the previous episode because there was a few technical issues. So let's try to get back into the news that we were meaning to get into last time. Final Fantasy 15 development is coming along nicely according to Square Enix. The news comes courtesy of series producer who told Video Gamer that the highly anticipated project is being given very high priority within the company. We can't give too much information, but certainly looking at Final Fantasy 15, it's not as if it's in competition with Kingdom Hearts 3 for resources or anything like that, he explained. It's quite far into development now, and it's even being given a very high priority within the company itself, but that doesn't mean Kingdom Hearts isn't. This falls in line with what's been heard in the past that Kingdom Hearts 3 will be released a fair while after Final Fantasy 15, as the project lead on both of them can focus on one game at a time. It is nice to hear that the Final Fantasy 15 game is quite far into development like they're saying, because how long it's been in development, I mean back when it was called I think Final Fantasy Versus and some number, I forgot what it was back then. But also, telling us about Kingdom Hearts 3, that's a nice little bit of info. And it does make sense to have, Final Fantasy 15 completed before Kingdom Hearts 3. Metal Gear Solid creator has been reminiscing about a number of Metal Gear Solid themed consoles he's released in the past, and also hinted that another one could be on the way. The video game veteran took to Twitter via DualShockers to list some of the old themed PSP and PS3 consoles he helped create, praising each one in turn. After this, he sent a message in Japanese that seems to hint he could be about to add to his collection. After all, I wonder if you would want a limited edition, he asked. A couple of hours later, he followed up by saying Sony, PS4, MGS, GZ. Collaborating initiative is in progress. More information at a later date. While this is far from a confirmation, it does seem a little odd that he would happily wander down memory lane, listing all the limited edition Sony consoles he's helped create in the past before asking aloud if we'd like another, then stating that a project involved Ground Zero and PS4 is currently being worked on. Seeing as he said his favorite themed console was the gunmetal PS3, could we be about to get a PS4 that shares the same color scheme? This does kind of make sense. When the PS3 came out, I think a little bit after PS3 came out, they made the Metal Gear Solid 4 version of the system, and then I think, well, not at the beginning of the PSP lifecycle, but a little bit after, they made the Metal Gear Solid versions of the PSP system, so this does make sense for them to actually not only be working on one, but release one. The question is if they'll just have the 500 gigabyte memory, or if they'll try like a 1 terabyte one. On top of that, how much will it actually cost? Sony has announced that the slim PlayStation Vita that is already confirmed for Japan and Europe will be coming to North America this spring. Europe is getting it with a bundle of indie games. North America gets it to shoot and loot. Sony announced at a Los Angeles press briefing that the new thinner Vita is coming in a Borderlands 2 bundle. The package will be coming this spring, $199.99. The new Vita will open with an 8 GB memory card in addition to a 1 GB of onboard storage. The new Vita does drop the OLED screen in favor of an LCD screen though. Borderlands 2 for Vita comes with 6 DLC packs. Captain Scarlet and her Pirate's Booty, Mr. Torque's Campaign of Carnage, Psycho Character Class, Macromancer's Character Class, Ultimate Vault Hunter Upgrade Pack 1, and the Collector's Edition Pack. No word yet on the remaining DLC that has been released for the other versions of the title. If you're a PlayStation 3 Borderlands 2 player though, you'll be happy to know that the Vita version supports cross-save, so you can move your progress back and forth between the versions. I really like this idea of them releasing the slim Vita with Borderlands 2. The price on this bundle is $199, probably 99 cents, which is the current price for the Vita. So it is a nice deal to get the Borderlands 2 game with some of the DLC packs, along with an 8GB memory, with 1GB of onboard storage. Probably after the Slim Vita comes out, the standard Vita will probably drop in price. But yeah, I like this idea of the Borderlands 2 Vita, plus the fact that it's also cross-save with the PS3 version, so that means you could actually bring your character over from the PlayStation 3 version and play it on your Vita on the go. The HD re-release package containing God of War and God of War 2 is coming to a Sony handheld near you. Identical to the PlayStation 3 offering released back in 2009, the God of War collection will land on the PlayStation Vita May 6, priced at $29.99. The game designer Cory Barlog finally made the long-awaited announcement. Wait, what? God of War 1 and 2 are coming to the Vita? Are you frackin' kidding me? Yeah! Barlog stated on the PlayStation blog, "While I do not have a direct involvement in the actual process of bringing the epicness to the Vita," he continued, "I still feel an amazing connection to the release of these games, and a huge amount of respect for the wizards who made it possible." This is a nice little addition to the PlayStation Vita library. With them releasing the first 2 God of War games, I wonder how long until they try and port over the rest of them, like the 2 PSP versions. Or maybe they'll try making a separate one altogether for the Vita. Microsoft has announced that Kinect Sports Rival will hit Xbox One on April 4th in North America, Australia, and New Zealand, and April 11th in Europe. The new sports climbing, wave racing, and target shooting will join reimagined versions of the previous sports, including soccer, tennis, and bowling. Microsoft has also described a new Teams and Captains system, which will allow players to choose from one of 3 teams for unique equipment attributes and challenges. The 3 teams are described as Wolf Clan, island natives with a primal and uninhibited nature and a culture that prizes excellence. Eagle Legion, a loyal and honorable group that have formalized the various events on this island and defeated countless teams in the progress. Viper Network, the newest team on the island, with a crafty and ambitious drive coupled with cooperative sponsorship. It's nice to know that they're adding more to the Kinect Sports Rivals than just games, but they're adding more modes and challenges for you to play through, especially this little clan or teams and captains systems. But now we finally got an actual date for Kinect Sports Rivals that was originally supposed to come out for the launch of Xbox One. So it'll be interesting to see, how the interactions will be on this, plus how the reviews will look. Lionhead Studios has revealed that its upcoming Xbox One title, Fable Legends, will be a bigger departure for the series than we originally thought. Unlike the 3 core games in the series, which premiered on Xbox and continued on Xbox 360, Legends is being developed as a platform rather than a traditional experience. That's the nature of games as a service. You keep adding systems and features and content, Lionhead Studios chief told Edge when asked about the game's business model. He says that the business model hasn't yet been discussed. This could mean free-to-play, subscription, or a traditional price point with intensive microtransactions. The concept marks a shift for the studio and the franchise. So wait, Fable Legends is going to be kind of like a platformer? More than a co-op MMO type? That sounds weird to me. Having, I guess, the business model being open to be either free-to-play or subscription-based one seems weird. To me, it doesn't sound like they have it fully, not just fully, but totally figured out yet. A leaked listing for a deluxe edition of Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate has been spotted on the Xbox Live Arcade marketplace, along with a handful of new screenshots. Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate Deluxe Edition amplifies the 2.5D game with new maps, enemy counters, difficulty levels, batsuits, and enhanced visuals, says the game's description on the Xbox Live Arcade marketplace listing. It's due for release on March 25th and will have support for online features such as leaderboards. Hey, it's more good Batman to enjoy before Ben Affleck screws over the character. But a listing like this might not be such a surprise, considering that other games from like DS has been transferred over to some major systems. The voice actor of Master Chief, Steve Downes, warned that it's unlikely a new Halo game on Xbox One will arrive this year, but proceeded then to out the anniversary edition of Halo 2 that's only been rumored until now. I think you may be ahead of yourself on Halo 5, Downes said. I wouldn't expect anything until 2015. What you can look forward to this year is an anniversary edition of Halo 2. While he didn't clarify who would be developing Halo 2 Anniversary or what platform it would be coming to, we've heard rumors before now that it's set to hit Xbox One later this year, supposedly in 2 special editions this November. Now, this rumor was going around maybe a couple months ago that the Halo 2 Anniversary Edition would be in 2 versions, 2 special editions, and hearing this kind of confirmed by the voice of Master Chief is a really nice acknowledgement. Kind of Master Chief is saying that Halo 5 will be out 2015 and Halo 2 Anniversary will be out this year. Again, the question remains, which platform is Halo 2 Anniversary coming out for? Is it going to be 360 or is it going to be Xbox One? Rockstar is celebrating Valentine's Day in Los Santos with a number of new additions to Grand Theft Auto Online on Valentine's Day. The Valentine's Day Massacre Special will bring a new Tommy gun-like weapon, the Gunsenberg Sweeper, and an armored limousine, the Albany Roosevelt. A number of new clothing options are also available in this update. Rockstar is adding 10 new jobs, including deathmatches, races, and a parachute jump. The developer promises more information soon on the upcoming Dangerous Business Pack, more options for creators, and the long-awaited online heists. This is a nice little update for the Grand Theft Auto Online, to have these new jobs, deathmatches, races, and parachute jump, the new weapons, vehicles, clothing, like the old-style gangsters. And then there's one bit of news that Grand Theft Auto Online players have been waiting forever is the online heists. So hopefully we'll hear more about that pretty soon. Warner Bros. Games has officially stated that Batman Arkham Origins will not be receiving further support to fix bugs that have plagued it since release week. The team is currently working hard on the upcoming story DLC, and there are currently no plans for releasing another patch, said the community manager on the Batman Arkham Origins forum. He adds that if WB does move forward with creating a new patch in future, it will only address issues for player progression, and not smaller but nevertheless still distracting glitches. There may, however, come a small fix for PC users. In another forum thread, the community manager adds, the team will be looking into addressing the issue of Deathstroke's quick-fire neutral pellets and quick-fire proximity bomb not working with PC mouse keyboard. Batman Arkham Origins has had numerous problems, including corrupt save files on the Xbox 360. So let me get this right. Warner Bros. Games this whole time has been working on patches to fix little bugs and has not been working whatsoever with DLC? Is that what I'm getting from this little article? WB Games is having some major issues with this game, with them saying that there's going to be no Season Pass DLC for the Wii U, and apparently these corruption save files for the 360 that aren't even going to be fixed. It's like, what's wrong with these guys? Bethesda and Tango Gameworks have announced that the release date for Evil Within will be coming as the final days of summer slip away, like your sanity. Beginning on August 26, players will join Detective Sebastian on a terror-filled adventure after investigating a mass murder. The Evil Within is coming to Xbox One, Xbox 360, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, and PC. So from what I've read and seen with the teaser trailers and stuff, this is going to be one scary game. Now this is going to be as scary as probably about the first couple of Resident Evil games, and the fact that it's coming out for the next generation systems is a bonus. Upcoming Dark Souls 2 has been rated teen by the ESRB, with its content having been classified for ages 13 and up. This is a step down from the previous 2 games in the series, which were rated M and ruled suitable only for those ages 17 and up. Does this mean that Dark Souls 2 will be less fearsome than its predecessors? The recent trailer looked dark as heck. Photo gallery showed us some of the decidedly less nasty characters we'll encounter between baddies. Don't worry though, according to ESRB page, Dark Souls 2 is still going to have a lot of blood. The good news, Dark Souls 2 is now rated T for teen and can range for ages 13 and up, which has broadened the audience that I think they've been trying to get. The bad news is that it's still going to have some gore and blood in it. But yeah, a lot of people are looking forward to see how this plays out, how the game actually plays, so hopefully it'll end up as good as the first Dark Souls, if not better. So that does it for this edition of Action Video Game Talk. It's about 3 AM, so I'm going to sign off and get some sleep, so until the next episode, bye.